Lapalipis? What is up, everyone? How are y'all doing this Saturday? I guess afternoon for me, morning for some of y'all, I'm sure. Maybe evening if you're overseas somewhere. Static Age, thank you for the 9 months while we were in the starting soon screen. Appreciate it. Ukulele Dad, what up? How are you doing this morning? I want to. What up? Rob27 Shred. What's everyone up to on this fantastic and fine Saturday? Everyone doing anything fun today? Building any cool boards? Lubing any cool switches? Let's see. Trapped Tamagotchi. Dude, Chewart Little, thank you for the Prime Gaming. Or no. Trapped Tamagotchi, thank you for the Prime Gaming. That came in right with Chewy's. Appreciate it. Thank you for the Prime Gaming sub. What is the difference between a Twitch Prime sub and a Prime Gaming sub? I still don't know. Looking for some good deals on vintage boards on eBay. Interesting. One is for gamers. I think they're the same. Yeah. I just don't know what makes a Prime Gaming versus a Twitch Prime, because mine still says Twitch Prime. Dude, you're welcome, my dude. I'm excited. I am excited. Should be a lot of fun. I guess I'm not a gamer, dude. I guess not. I have started playing other games other than Overwatch now. So does that make me a gamer? Even though they're like technically made for children? Started getting my workout on with I bought a Nintendo Switch about probably like a month ago. So I've been playing Ring Fit Adventure and Pokemon Sword. So although I'm very excited for Overwatch League to start. Static Age is meeting with a friend who's looking to join the hobby, playing her first build. Hell yeah, that's awesome, man. Who are you and what have you done with Eric? Exactly. I play a lot of Overwatch with fellow streamer and community member and originator of the Holy Panda, Mr. Quakeums. And so sometimes he can't play, and so I don't really like playing Overwatch by myself. So on days that he doesn't play, like today, I go in and I play Pokemon. Or do adult things like taxes and clean my apartment. PokeStream win? I don't know. I've tried to figure out how I could do that. Like, I could totally figure out how to do it. I just don't know how to deal with the delay from, like, to view it on my monitor would be the one thing. Just gonna finish up my coffee. But yeah. I will say though, I'm excited for Overwatch League to start here in a couple weeks. Because that's what I lube switches to. I don't know exactly. I don't remember. I'd have to go look. I recently started. I'm sure you've probably seen the ads for it, but I've started the subscription coffee service called Bottomless, where they send you like the scale and they just send you coffee every time it gets to a certain point on the scale. And so coffee just shows up, which is nice because I don't have to worry about buying coffee. It just shows up, which is pretty cool. I'll have to go look. I can go look. Give me a second. You did the bottomless for a while and kind of got sick of it. Too expensive. So this is the coffee. It's Anchorhead, Ethiopia, whatever those two words are. Uraga Guji. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. I will say though, one thing about bottomless I've noticed so far is that they're very aggressive on sending you coffee. At least the first couple ones. This is my second bag. And this is like probably half full. And they've already sent another bag that's like supposed to be here tomorrow. What brew method do I use? I use a Chemex. So there's a local coffee roaster here that's really good. And I was buying from him, and I wish he had some sort of like service where I could just get like whatever he's got. Like I could get like £1 a month or whatever. But he doesn't have that. And I'm lazy. And I think it's cool to, like, I want to try something so I can get a better grasp of what I like. So, but yeah, Trap Tamagotchi. That's exactly how I feel about my Chemex. Once I started using the Chemex, I can't go to anything else, honestly. The trade bottomless delivery things are so great for figuring out what you like. Yeah, exactly. Because I got into coffee during the quarantine, like the beginning of it last year. So the thing I like about the Chemex is that I can do the like Japanese style iced coffee, which is really cool. Which I very much enjoy. Because Chewy does a lot of cold brew, and I was doing that, but I wasn't drinking it enough. I don't know. There's something nice about brewing coffee every morning, like having that routine is really good for me, like mentally. I guess like having that part of my morning is good. But enough about coffee. Today, we're building a board. We are building a Matrix Noah. I'm excited for this. These are pretty fancy looking boards. And this one is a little bit different than the one I built a few months back, or about a month ago, a little over a month ago at this point. So I love being able to do like a little bit of a unboxing. I know this has been opened before. So we've got your PCB, your plate foam. They sent along some Mechs foam as well. So we'll see if we want to try that out. And then we've got this stuff, all your screws and whatnot. Your JST connectors, little JST cable. Those, throw that off to the side. Dude, Japanese iced coffee is amazing. The Mechs stuff I included is just for shipping protection. Okay. Get all our bags, little baggies. out of the way. There's our daughter board as well as our little light bar. I feel like I'm gonna have to be reminded. I should have went back and watched a video on how to do the to properly do the whatchamacallit, the daughter board. Let's put this down. All right, so this is the board. We're breaking the seal on her. As you can see, it's fresh. Never opened. Maybe it has been and just resealed, but who knows? I don't. This is a black matrix. It's coming across. Does this look orange? In real life, this is orange. I guess this is a good way to see how the quality of the color on my camera. This is orange and red. So this one's got quite a bit of color going on it. I'm looking to see what it looks like on my phone. Looks yellow to you? Yeah, it's like a yellowish orange. Yeah, it definitely looks a little bit more yellow. And then you've got the Matrix logo. Tools and toys. Little USB cutout. Ooh, boy howdy. PG swag. What up? This one's got the silver Matrix logo and Noah with a little dot in red. Pretty fancy looking. Pretty fancy looking board. It's hard to see right now, but as you can kind of tell there, this does have that little gap that I was talking about in the last time I built one of these. It does confuse me as to why there is this little gap on this board. You can see it there. You can kind of see. But hey, I understand sometimes there are design limitations. It's on the bottom, so you don't really notice it, but it's for airflow. Yeah, dude. Definitely airflow. We've got a just like standard aluminum plate, which is nice. So yeah. Bump-ons pre-applied. Dude. I guess so. Which is nice, honestly. That's pretty good. Let's take it apart. Let's take a gander. Let's take a gander at the inside of this. I feel fancy now. I got my not all of them, but oh my gosh, this one's like super tight. All right, I got some of my drawers all nice and like organized because this is a IKEA countertop that I use as my desk, and then I've got the Alex drawers, which I'm sure everyone in chat is familiar with. But I got it all organized so I can have my tools in the top drawer to my left, rather than just like sitting on my desk, which is nice. But yeah. So that's our bottom. As you can see, these little pieces are all interchangeable. You can just unscrew those and take them out, which is pretty fancy. Pretty fancy. Lots of customizability I guess. Is that a word? Did I just make up a word? I might have just made up a word. All right. One pet peeve of mine with boards. If you're gonna switch up what type of screw is used, at least have a constant like screw type, you know? Like give me all Phillips or give me all that's a 3. Hex, don't give me like this is frustrating. Why do I have Hex and then Phillips? Yeah, if you're gonna give me Torx, leave it on Torx. Like, I'm okay with having multiple sizes of Torx, but come on. You're making it difficult for me. I'm gonna take this out real quick. This little orange piece. So I need to just get a little bit better handle on these screws that are up in the top corner. Obviously, my frustrations with that has nothing to do with like the quality of a board. It doesn't make any board less good because it uses multiple screw types. It's just one of those things that's like slightly frustrating. Yeah, so you can see this little dealio. This is like a very, very light orange-ish. This is like Cheeto orange. Looks like a Cheeto. That's what I would describe this color. Again, these finishes on these Matrix boards are insane. Like, just the way that the quality of the feel of the finish is just super, super nice. So shout outs to Matrix. Like their anode and finish or whatever finish technique they use on these boards is nuts. By far and away, the most impressive thing about this board is the finish. Nothing too special about the plates, but man, these finishes are insane. Like, there are certain parts that are smooth, like this top is super smooth right here and then textured right here. So you have a variance in the finish that's by design, which is super unique, I think. You know, we see a lot of companies that have finish issues. You know, this is super, super consistent, super, super nice. Obviously, to you, it just looks like it's black. But, yeah, they do a fantastic job with these. So. Put you off the side. Got our fancy little PCB action. Don't want to break the... You know what's funny? Funny story about these little tabs. I have a buddy who, when he got a PCB that was like this. Skynet36, thank you for the follow. He legitimately thought that this was some sort of like special mounting version for the PCB. He's like, oh, is that like, does it mount like all weird, you know, where the PCB so it doesn't like touch, there's no touching anywhere, almost like a gasket mount thing. I'm like, no, dude, you just break this off. They just literally are there for like protection on the PCB. They just snap off. They are garbage. Actual garbage. Chat is over. Why did chat move? Did I move chat by accident? I think I might have moved chat. Or I'm just bad streamer. Chat do what chat want to do. There we go. Chat no longer over face. It's okay. I'm about to have to rebuild all of these. But yeah, so this is our PCB. It's got per key RGB, a whole bunch of JST connectors because there's like a bunch of different ways to do the board. I do want to see the board that has the USB on the right. I mean the left. Directions are hard. Because I think that would be huge. I'd love to have one of those. I think it's more the making of the PCB that uses outside of the part of the FR4. Yeah. But it's still, once it gets here, it's literal trash. Like actual trash. Is the Ampro keyboard a good choice? Yeah. Sure. If that's the budget you're trying to stay within, I would say, yeah, it's a solid option for you. But yeah. And then we've got our Lube plate. We will be using the foam here. But now that we've dissected the board, let's get going with some stab action. Stab action. Today we're going to be using, I haven't used these yet. Well, like this specific variant of them. These are Duroc stabs. I don't know. Someone in chat may know. I don't know if the V2, if these are V2 Durocs or if these are, if the Mechanisk ones are V2 or if they're V1. So I'm doing 1, 2, 3. I'm doing 4. Does anyone in chat know if the Mechanisk ones are V1 or V2 Duroc? I like how they have the opaque inserts. I wonder how that will change the sound. I wonder how that will change. Because if you don't know, like even in switches, clear versus opaque does change the sound, even if it's like the same material. Has to do with resonance, I guess. All right. So we're doing full backspace, 7U for this guy. So let's get rolling. We got our fancy Kinetic Labs. I will say, I really enjoy these brushes. If you're looking for brushes, Kinetic Labs, they have these 0 and 00 brushes that are fantastic to work with. They fit in the hand quite nice. You know, you got the right here. It's really nice, really nice. V1s with clip in the normal placement. Okay. V1s, all right. I will withhold my disdain for the V1 Durox, as this is not my board. But they can be good. I'm interested to see how the V1s will go with this new Dragon Ball Z lube. What's the problem with V1s? I don't know if it's with all V1s. I've heard that it's not. I just had issues with the more tactile the switch is, the higher chance they have of being rattly over time. But those have been... I've strictly only had that issue with the purple Novel Keys Duroc V1. So... But I have heard from other people that they have not had any issues whatsoever with the other variants of V1 Durox. So it may be isolated to those purple ones. So no worries. I also haven't used the... Most of it is the wire, issues with the wire. So I haven't used this XHT BDZ lube with the with Durox quite yet. So I'm excited to see how that goes, because if you're not familiar with the Dragon Ball Z lube, she thick. She real thick. Yeah, it shouldn't be an issue at all, man. Shouldn't be an issue. We'll make sure it sounds good before we go in there. Most of mine didn't have issues with for like well over a year, or about a year. So, and honestly, that's about how long it'll be, really. I think people typically will touch up their stabs fairly regularly. You know, every 6 months or so, you just take a look at them again. Would this be a good time to ask a PCB switch question, or wait for the soldering part? You can ask away, my dude. Raging Panda. Or Raging Panda, I guess would be the proper pronunciation. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it, my dude. What is your question, Mr. Stiletto? We'll roll with that as being your name, because I don't know how properly going to be said there. It's the well, because RAJ is Raj, isn't it? still, silhouette, silhouetto, still plus like stiletto, like the shoes, like the heels, or something different. Funny story. Heel boy, well, I guess they weren't technically stilettos, but I have worn heels before as part of a costume. Ironically, at work, I dressed up my team at work at the time dressed up as the cast of Cinderella. And I was Cinderella. And I know it's glass slipper, but I couldn't find like a glass slipper in time because it was more of like a last minute thing. And I didn't feel like going to like a department store looking for women's shoes in a size like 13 or 14 because I wear a size 12 in men's. So I just bought what I could find on Amazon and get in time, which was like 6-inch, basically stripper heels, like platform heels. And it was hilarious because I was like 6'8" in a dress. Curry Spoon, what up? How you doing? What is your PCB switch question? Thank you for the follow, Curry Spoon. Appreciate it, my dude. Hope you're having a fantastic Saturday. Stripper heels come in shack sizes. True. Dude, and you can get them on Amazon same day delivery. What's the build on top? That is my Iron 165 with Zycos and GMK 9s. I had to think about that. Why did I have to think about that for a second? Am I dying? Is my brain fried? It's literally like my most used set. Aren't they extremely expensive? I mean, now they are, but that one was a gift from my partner in crime and fellow Mechs on Deck co-host, Mr. Chewart Little. So shout outs to him. But I believe he got it at group buy price. Getting your first custom built today. Nice. What are you getting? What are you building? Or what is someone else building for you? Song's like way chill. This song feels like it would be in like a movie when you're having like that like reflection, like they're walking through like a park, thinking about their life, thinking about who they were at the start of the movie and who they've become at the end of the movie. That's what this makes me think of. Tofu 65 lubed and filmed H1s. Interesting. Haven't seen H1s in a while. Brass plate, Duroc V2 screw-in stabs, and some SA caps. Man, that's a fancy first build, my dude. Congratulations. I'm excited for you. And this part is like, this is the end. It's like he realizing that he still has so much time left and so much more to learn in life. What do you think of my reflection on the songs? Craigasm. So I have a new PCB coming in for an old board that can support PCB mounted switches. Yes. 2 extra pins for stability. I want to make sure to use that, but I also want to try Heiko Royal clear switches that are plate mounted. So thoughts on those switches versus PC mounted? Is it a... So here's the thing. Is that a hot swap board that you're talking about? Because in reality, PCB versus plate mounted doesn't really change or matter when you start like soldering the switches. You know, it's not like, as far as PCB mounted, the 5-pin switches are really great when you're actually building the board, because you don't have to worry about alignment, right? Like on this board, for example, I'm gonna have to make sure that because this plate is somewhat open around the enter key, as well as the tilde, because it supports ISO, or not tilde, pipe key. I'm gonna have to make sure that I have it aligned properly, because these holy pandas are 3-pin. So plate mounted versus PCB mounted is really only for alignment purposes. I guess you can have more support, but that's kind of second, and it's not that big of a deal. It's not something that will really change the way that the board feels, unless you were talking about like a completely plateless build, which I wouldn't recommend doing a plateless build with 3-pin switches. Caleb says, right as we talked about Kinetic Labs having the black on white set, Drop started the sale of GMK Hennessy. Oh man. Well, hey. All I'm saying is you get one in, see which one you like better, and you keep that one and then give the other one to your buddy. Any chance you could check out the sound test? Yeah, I can check it out here in a second, man. It saved me a bit of cash then. Yeah, it's like one of those things. Just know that if you are going to build with plate mount versus PCB mount, and you're going to have some alignment that you're going to have to check and make sure that the switch is aligned properly. Dun. 5 pins just makes the building process more consistent and easier. I think I wiped a little bit off with my finger, and I did. Even that out. Lynch 8. What up? Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it, my dude. All right. I'm gonna listen to this. You're gonna be able to hear it on stream. Let's pause music.
There you go, Harry. Your keycaps. Yo, Wilson Keeves, how's it going, dude? Don't even build at this point. I'll just leave.
Yeah, dude. Sounds good. Sounds good, man, dude. People build half plate builds with 3-pin vintage black, so it can't be that bad. I mean, if you're used to it, sure. but I would say it's one of those things. If the option is there for a 5-pin, I would take it. But that's me personally, like, because I have seen people fail with a 3-pin plateless build. Because it does take time. It takes a lot of time to make sure that everything is aligned properly. And to be honest, just because it shows that it's built doesn't mean it's like 100% aligned properly, if that makes sense, you know? You start putting different types of caps, like you start using like an SA cap or something that is a little bit larger than GMK, you can start running into some issues. Some scraping. No one wants scraping. How did you guys get into custom keyboards? Well, I got in because, I don't know, I saw it on Drop. So I kept seeing things on Drop, which was Mass Drop at the time. And I was like, you know what? That looks cool. Let me buy one. So I bought a Tada 68. As I just get water all over my face. And my shirt. So I bought a Tada 68. And I had Gatoron Browns in them. Which that was pre, we're talking pre any JWK. That was when Zelios were still at group buy in group buy mode and not actually like regularly for sale. I feel like there's some innovation to be made in the space where we make plateless half plate builds more foolproof, some kind of thing you can put over your switches to temporarily align them. Yeah, that could be cool. But the problem there is that you would have to do that per layout. And like, for instance, this board on most like playlists or half plate boards, you can have the option of like split backspace or full backspace, things like that. All right, let's get this goop on here. Dude, this stuff is so thick. Boom, 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 boom. Have I built with a square X60? If so, what are your thoughts? I haven't built with a square 60. I built a square 80, which I thought was pretty cool. I enjoyed it. And I can imagine that the square 60 would be fairly similar. I'm going to use a decent amount on this wire for this space bar. I want this boy to be nice and quiet. God, that was a giant glob. Okay. I built this. I rebuilt my the iron that you're seeing on screen last weekend, and using this stuff on the stabs, and holy crap, is it so much better. Like, this is by far and away my new favorite stab wire lube. Already hit housing with 205s. Yeah, so I did the housings with 205, and I'm using the BDZ lube, the XHT BDZ lube for the wires. Which honestly, if you are looking to get some lube, I would recommend getting some of this. You don't need a ton, you know? In fact, let me put the top on the 205. You don't need a ton of it, because you're not using it a bunch. You know, there are some people like Mr. Chewart enjoys using. He's been sold on this already, on using it for the whole switch, or not whole switch, whole lube process. I still think 205 does fine. Dedicated brush, yeah, or just clean your brush. That's what I do. Just clean your brush. And you can get a 3-pack of these brushes from Kinetic Labs. You can have one for 205, one for this, and one for, 3204. They come in 3-packs, so not a problem. That's some thick to get out fully. This is not as thick as some paints. This is personal or commission build. This is a build for a viewer. He was in chat earlier. I don't know if he's still here. See, he's still there. It's trapped Tamagotchi. This is his board. He's okay with saying it's his board. And I'm excited for him, because this is a fun board. I already built one of these a few months ago, or a little over a month ago now. And I used it for a bit, and I must say I really do enjoy it. It's a quality board. Jedi Junior, it's going well. How is your Saturday going so far? One thing I don't like about this BDZ is it makes everything look super messy because it is so opaque. Saturday's going okay too. Took an L on the AV3 drop this morning, but hopefully I have more luck tonight with the next drop. Hell yeah. It's thick, but it's so opaque. Like, you get it on anything and it's just like, it's very visible. It's just like, hey, I'm here. What up? So almost got some DBZ on my desk and I felt like my heart drop. Dude, what's hilarious about this stuff is if you look at the stat sheet from Miller Stevenson for this, it is ridiculous what this is actually made for than the fact that it's going into our keyboards. Well, got some there in the mat. It's okay. That's why we got a build mat, boys and girls. That's why we got a build mat. Which I saw someone ask about or talk about the desk mat. This is a Zap Cables desk mat. And as you can see, it is longer than it is than typical, or wider than typical, but not as tall. So yeah. They are aircraft grade lubes. Like, it's funny because like dielectric grease is not good enough for our community anymore. It was, but it's not anymore. And dielectric grease is like what's used in your car to like lube your vehicle, pieces in your vehicle. You know, internal combustion engine. This is made for fucking aircraft shit. Super Lube or Permatex? I don't use either anymore. I have a shitload of Super Lube. I used to use Super Lube. The problem with that, Super Lube actually does feel great on the wire, like it works because it's super thick, but it does not last. That's the problem with dielectric grease and Super Lube, is that they don't quite last as long. The big problem with dielectric grease is that when it gets contaminated, when it gets things like dust or hairs in it, it gets all gunky. It starts to kind of clump up a little bit. So it's one of those things that's fine for a while, but then over time it gets real sluggish and gross because it starts to somewhat harden, actually. Chewy had a board where it actually like started to kind of harden up because it got a lot of dust inside of it. So but yeah, honestly, recommendation if you are getting into building boards and you're looking to kind of build up all the things you need to build, I'd recommend picking up some 205, some 3204, some BDZ, some XHT DBZ or BDZ lube. Worth it. I lube stabilizer with dielectric grease back in June, and Space Car sounded like it had almost nothing on it before I touched the stabs up like a week ago. True. 1 or 5 alert. Yeah, those 4 lubes are definitely where it is at. See, just with this, you get it off mostly. And then you just run this through some hot water and a little bit of soap. A little hot soapy water. It's nice and clean, ready to go. That's another thing. I recommend people clean your brushes after you're done. I clean it after I'm done with the build. So that way it's not like hard next time. Whoa. Actually, let me throw that to the side. We're going to test these boys out. I need to pick up some DBZ lube. Yes, you do. You are correct, my friend. Okay. I don't remember which one it is. Is that right? This is a standard top one, right? I think that's right. We'll roll with it and we'll go from there. We're just testing right now, actually. Let me screw these in. Where did I put? There it is. No lube seems to be thick enough for me on stabs. Too much and it gets mushy. I have to re-lube every 4 weeks. Damn, son. Sounds like you need to lube. You need to use like heavier springs. Lube my vintage browns with 3203 for it to be thinner so I can hear more of the switch. Honestly, I do enjoy 3203. I personally do enjoy 3203. I think it's great for it's great on the it's great on lighter tactile switches. So like a lilac or something like that. I hate how many options this board has because I think this is the right one. Because there's the 0.75 blocker one. And this is not a win keyless top, right? This is a standard top. Yeah. Yeah. I lube the leg so I can call it a linear now. True. True. Glarsis would be proud. 3203 is my favorite for tactiles, but because I feel like the stock tactility, but don't like the noise. Exactly. I think as the tactility goes up, like Holy Pandas do well with 3204, I think people also kind of over lube a little bit. But it all depends on what you're going for, right? Super thick lube would you recommend for me? I have used Super Lube, no name silicone grease. I would recommend the XHT BDZ, or honestly look into 206 GPL 206. That is another solid option that is thick. Or you could try just using grade 2 lubes in general. But 206 is thicker than 205. Yeah, also, what stabs are you using? Durox screw-in V1s. Are you using the purple ones from Novel Keys by chance? Because if you're using the purple ones from Novel Keys, might be why. Smoky Black. Okay, never mind. All right. Ooh, boy howdy. Who's that? 1 Minute Ramen. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Is this a little bit blown out? This camera? No, looks fine. My monitor just sucks. Mr. Space out of Extra Hot BDZ. Check out 3D Keebs. They also carry the BDZ. .3D Keeps is also out of stock. Well, unfortunate. All right, I'm gonna have to put a whole bunch in here to really give this a nice test. I'm gonna have to tell Davis she needs to pick up her shit. Get the BDZ back in stock. I love Davis, by the way. Also, check out the Baca 60 Polycarbonate Edition running on 3D Keebs on April 10th at noon. No shills. Looks like we got a slight bow in the plate. Not surprising, honestly. Not surprising. All right. One benefit of having planar magnetic headphones, your boy doesn't have to take his headset off to listen. I know it's not the right, and that one's not right, but hey. These work. Ooh. Ringer Keys has got BDZ in stock. Okay. That needs some work. So that one needs some work. That one's good. Is it good? We're gonna take the headset off. We might have to pull out the Mentrally strats. Plug some butts up here. Yeah, let's give her a go. Let's plug up some butts. Okay. Sorry, chat. I'm doing this kind of like off screen because I need to see where I'm putting this, where I'm applying this butt plug. Glad I picked up syringes for tuning. Yeah. Although it would be very hard to utilize this, the BDZ lube, with a syringe. But it's always good to plug the butt. It flat out won't work in a syringe? Yeah, I wouldn't think so, honestly. Again, shoutouts to Mentorly for coining the term plugging the butt. This was something I know people did before. But this definitely does help significantly. Especially with these housings that are more loose. A nice little plug of the butt. Never hurt anyone. I will say I'm using significantly more. Is this where we go? What? All right. Make this move. Okay. Okay, so what just happened there? We did what is referred to as plugging the butt. Basically, we inserted more lube into the back of the switch, or not of the switch, but of the stabilizer, to basically fill the housing or the insert section with the lube, so that way there is less space for it to rattle. Does that make sense, chat? I'm aware. Gia Fuego, thank you, but I am aware. This one still needs a little bit more. I need a little bit more plug to the butt on that one. And this is something you can do when the switch is, or when the board is built to tune the stab. People earlier were saying, you know, using a syringe. Definitely can also do that. I will be interested to see how boards utilizing this thick-ass BDZ lube ship. Because that was one issue where the people were having with 205 in stabs is that when it ships, it moves around, especially if it goes via plane. Okay, that one just needs to. I have tried Moyu Blacks. I do enjoy them quite a bit. I very much enjoy Moyu Blacks. It's probably one of my favorite switches at the moment. Ordered some Everglide V3. I wonder what they will sound like. Hopefully they sound like the lavenders and the those lavender switches sound fucking great, dude. Lavenders are super good. chat. I'm just redoing this one real quick. Comparison to Zycos? I mean, it's hard because Zycos are of a certain level of tactility that is basically impossible, not impossible, but is extremely difficult for another Switch to attain. So I wouldn't say they are quite that level of tactile, but I would say that they are about as close as you can get for the stock Switch. But I think there's going to be some stuff that might make them sound a little bit better that's coming out soon, hopefully. Are these art box switches the same as regular box switches by their stem color? Believe so. I believe so. I know you asked Rob27 Shred about that, but I can answer. Holy Koalas and wanted to get Moyu Blacks. It's not like 100% yet, but there should be some stuff coming out here pretty quick that I would keep an eye out for. All right. We're getting there, chat. We are getting there. Use more for this one too. It's just not enough. Want to make sure that this sounds as good as it possibly can. So we're gonna lube the space bar up with just a little bit more because there's a slight rattle. I love the sound signature, that longer. Yeah, you just like bottoming out, basically. Let's see. opposite direction. You know what? Sometimes it takes that. Alright. One thing when you're testing your Duroc stabs, if you lightly tap them and they have a rattle, like a faint rattle, that means you're in for a future bad time. You're in for a bad time later. Because that just means it's like it wants to rattle, but it's just not quite there yet. So the best bet there that's already happening before you even finish the build is to go ahead and just lube them up again. Give them a nice little, get a little extra coat in there. Okay. Dude, I'm gonna have to clean this up so much. Alright, if you're curious, the only other option is finding some budget-friendly white clear, which is upside down. Okay. T2 switches as well, featuring a longer stem pole. I'm assuming that the T2 is literally just going to be a Moyu black in a different housing. Almost lost it. Oh, it's linear? I would assume with a name like T2, it would be the, like, revised variant of the T1. Alright, let's try again. Wait, that rattle you were addressing, you meant the wire rattle, right? Yeah. So, like for instance, like when I say lightly tapping, I mean like this. If you watch some streamers, they'll tap it like this. That's tapping to see if there's like a wire rattle. All right, we're good. We're good now. We are good. Put these caps away and get ready. All right. Put our lubes up, down those. Okay. We need to fit our foam. Actually, let me get let's get this out of here. Remember to clean this guy after. Okay. All right. Time to fit our foam on here. I do like that the matrix foam is not like overly wobbly. Some of the other foams that I've used is like ridiculous how wobbly it is. It makes it to where you can't even like you got a bow in the plate. You see that? It's okay. It's okay. Moving this over to the side. Because I'm about to start soldering. I particularly don't want to get solder all over the board. Got my Rama M65B last week. Really happy with the polycarb plate. Congrats, Jessup. I'm glad that you're enjoying it. I'm happy that you are enjoying it. What color did you get? Slap at the base. Hellbent. Thank you for the 6 months. Check out Hellbent caps. This is fantastic artisans. Check them out. In fact, let's test and make sure that we've got this bottom row correct before we start. In fact, let's test. All that heats up. We need that cap. We need a 1U. We need a look at something. Oh, sorry, desk cam. It's because it doesn't like the plate. Gray moon, nice. Okay, cool. I assume it's the middle one. They definitely did not just put it in the middle one. Okay, cool. That's the middle one. I would assume that it's that one. That one. That one. Are we right, boys and girls? Did we get a first try bottom row? I think we did. Yeah, we totally did. Hell yeah. Okay. Hell yes. I don't care how many boards you've built, how long you've been building keyboards, bottom rows are always a pain in the ass. All right, now we're... Okay. These boys up. Okay. We gotta get some anchor switches here, because there's a slight bow in this. Get some more right there. There's a slight bow in this plate that I want to get out before I start really soldering in. J Keyboards, thank you for the tier 1. Appreciate it, my dude. Let's get our solder. Switch lube? Yes, we lubed them with 3204. Switches were lubed this past week. I lubed them on, what was it, Thursday night, I believe? Tin in my wire, make sure it's nice and shiny. See how my iron is nice and shiny now. Get it nice and clean. Will helps the solder flow better. All right. Sure we get this. Yeah, I didn't want to lube on stream because that's a little bit much to do on stream. If you notice, when I know that there's like a bow in a plate and I'm doing anchor switches like this, I'm holding it down until the switch is fully when the solder is fully, cured and dried. That's one thing you want to make sure if you're doing anchor switches and you've got a plate that is slightly bowed, make sure you're applying that pressure to the plate for the entire duration of that switch, of that solder curing or drying, whichever you want to call it. Because basically what you're doing there is you're making sure that your pressure is keeping that plate flat, basically flattening out that plate. Now right there, I didn't do enough, or I didn't hold it long enough, so I just heat it back up and apply a little pressure. Dude, J Keyboards, congrats on your iron or your Key 65. That's a solid board. The stuff that Center is doing is awesome. The stuff he's been doing is pretty great, to be fair. What temp do I usually solder on? I solder at 650 degrees Fahrenheit. Sloths, thank you for, or Sleuths, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it, my dude. $300 Celsius. Nice. It's one of those things, do what works best for you. As long as the you're using, you know, good solder, it's flowing well, and you have a decent iron that holds a fairly consistent temperature, you're set. You're set. Again, you don't have to have a crazy iron, like you don't have to have a Hako like I use, like Chewy and I use. You could get away with, you know, a TS80 or TS100. Those are still super solid irons, and they're way cheaper than this thing is. You know? Love my TS80, exactly. A lot of people that swear by it, that like it over the Hako, to be honest. I enjoy how compact it is. My Hako basically lives on my desk because it's so large. Kester, let it all. Yeah, that's what I use. That's what I've got on my little Weller solder holder. All right. So now our plate has no more bounce. 63-37. I think that's exactly what this is. Honestly, have no idea. I've had it for like 2 years almost. You ran out before you built your Key 65 and went to the hard slot some silver resin, and it's not bad. How did you run out of Kester? How many boards are you building? Stepped caps? Yeah, I think stepped caps. I need cheap keycaps for my work keys. Any suggestion? Well, Lee Turk, you can actually get 2 keycap sets in stock. You can get 9009 blanks and a black on white set for both about like $50 each at Kinetic Labs. So I would check out Kinetic Labs. They're both pretty solid keycap sets. I actually have both of them here. Something like this, 9009 Kinetic Labs, the polycaps. Nice little blank set. Whoop, 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 whoop. There's the, I accidentally opened that and now they're all over the place, but there's that. These are like $50. Decent looking. They have a black on white set that's just as good. Check them out, they're PBT. That they are. They are fantastic keycaps for the price. J Keyboards, you are correct. Great for a work board. They also have pretty good compatibility. Pretty solid compatibility on those guys. Using the drop pandas. You're welcome, Lee Turk. Hope you're doing all right, my dude. It's been a minute. What's everyone excited for that's coming up? Is anyone excited for a new keycap set that's coming out? New board that's getting released here shortly? Hear any news on when Bento Round 2 is shipping out? No idea. Honestly, no idea. I know Novel Keys keeps pretty good updates on through their newsletter and on their website. So I check there. The Rama 75%. Nice. Gray Studio Apollo 80. I haven't seen that. I need to check that out. Gray Studio stuff's always been pretty decent, pretty good. I'm excited in getting on the Murph Pad group by McWild is doing. Hell yeah. GMK Taiga set made me decide not to get 3 sets I originally thought I might pick up. Those weren't even green sets. Hell yeah. That's when you know you really want a set, is when you're looking at it and you're like, man, it's changing my mind about spending the money on these other things. Starting to let myself get hyped up for Rookie and Jules finally both be shipping soon. I'm hoping I have them by the end of April. Dude, that would be awesome. Those are both going to be awesome boards. Lee Turk, we miss you, man. Hope you're doing well. I've got little sugar ants like all over the place. I accidentally left a cup with Coke in it. Mika G. Welcome. How you doing? Waiting on Cat Measy to ship. That's gonna be a minute, but should be good. Dude, those budget keycaps that they're doing, the fades do look cool. I agree with what Nathan said in his GMMK Pro review of how I'm not a fan of the right aligned legends on the modifiers on the right side. That's weird to me. Makes 0 sense to me. So GMK Handerbite R2, big pog. I agree. I'm excited for that. Yeah, that's gonna be one. See, look at how much play. We were talking earlier about 3-pin versus 5-pin. This is what I'm talking about. Look at how much play is there. Can, you know, there's a lot going on. So in fact, I'm actually gonna leave that out for right now. Yeah, I know. Solder 1 joint to start with. I'm aware. Still on the fence about the Vanquish 65, but I'm super excited to see the mounting systems in the hobby. Hell yeah. GMK Taiga looks amazing. When is it going live? I'm not sure. I am not sure. Look at it. Hinder Beige run yet? I don't think so. I don't think it has. All right. Pin check. Make sure we didn't bend any of these little boys. Let's see here. It's like, wait, we don't have anything there. That's by design. Okay, let's see. Looking good, looking good. Third row there. Looking good, looking good. And the bottom rows, we're good. We're good. Keeps for all. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Alex C++ desk mats. Nice. Nice. Let me finish this bottom row real quick. What is the artisan on the other board? That is a observer by Lividity Caps. Shout outs to him. He's actually going to be on stream with us, with Chewy and myself, next month during Artisan April. So that'll be starting here soon. Artisan April, each week on Wednesday at 8 p.m. Central, we are going to have multiple artisan designers coming on talking about their caps. We're gonna have people like Sodi Caps, Lividity, Hungerworks Studios, Bad Caps, Hellbent. So it's gonna be a good time. So come hang out with us. Yeah, I have a second observer coming in the mail, which I am very stoked for. I like Lividity Caps. He makes great stuff, and he's a really good dude. Correction, wrong name. Olivia C++ desk mats on novel keys. My bad. Oh, man, I like Olivia. I love Olivia. She's a great person. Lots of fun to hang out with. Was I supposed to do those things? No, they just rest in there. That's right. I feel like when the consistency of flex offered by the Salvation, the next iteration of Vanquish will end up being more even feeling, more competitive with Salvation. Interesting. Yeah, the Salvation's happening pretty soon, isn't it? Next couple months. I know some people are pretty excited about that. The Discord link is not working. It might not. We just made some changes. Is this one working? Or is that the same one? No, it works for me. It led me right to it. Leonardo Demouse. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. See you in there, Keeves for all. It says no text channels available. You have to go to the rules, I believe. Get a roll. Let's see. Let's see, Candace, can I give you some rolls? There you go. I gave you the clacker roll. Should be able to get in there now. Did that work for you? Check it again. You are welcome. Thank you for joining the Discord. Appreciate it. We always love having new people join. New link if it's on issue. Thank you, Didi. Appreciate it. Also, go check out Didi Decline. Solid dude, solid streamer. Also, if you are unaware, he's got a set running right now. And if you weren't aware of that set, it's called EPBT Aesthetic. And it's running for a few more days. And you can go check it out at canonkeys.com/mechsondeck. It's only $79 for the base kit. Pretty freaking awesome deal. So definitely go check that out at canonkeys.com/mechsondeck. They're also running DSA 1930 as well as GMK Fuji. Pretty sweet sets. Also, you'll see there on the sponsors, you got Omnitype. Check out GMK Norse happening all month long. We got a couple more days on all these, so if you haven't gotten in on them, definitely get in, because time is of the essence. But GMK Norse running on Omnitype, aka mechsondeck.omnitype.com. And then, of course, Project Keyboard running GMK Astral. Check that out over on mechsondeck.project.link. All of those are good sets, and they're all a little bit different. So definitely check those out. You should find something that you enjoy. And I can't recommend EPBT Aesthetic enough. $79 base kit? What? What? That was my my show moment. How's the build going? It's going well, man. It is going well. We're almost done soldering. How are you going? How is your day going, Mr. DD Decline? I know you were having some internet issues last night with your stream when you're trying to stream alongside Keeb Noob as well as Langlandia. Oh, dude. Of course. If you're not getting EPBT Aesthetic, there's something wrong with you. That's all I'm saying. Because I need to pick it up. I think upscaling my stream to 4K source broke my connection. Oof. Unlucky. Unlucky. I need to buy my base kit of EPVT aesthetic. Gotta support the homies, you know. The show movement for aesthetic is here. Also, I'm not used to split backspace, but I think it's a necessity with Zycos because my fingies. How are you enjoying the Zycos so far, Miss Keebnoob? Also, go check out Keebnoob. She's like one of the best, if not the best streamers on Twitch. I think I need to tweak the spacebar a little, but I really do like the feeling and sound. D decline new mod. True, true, true. Keep noob more like Keep Pro. True, true. Okay. How many boards is too many? Dude, you can never have enough. That's all I'm saying. That's not the right. That's not the right size either. But there it is. Cool. Yeah, there is no such thing as too many keybs. Cool, cool, cool. All right. We are done soldering, to my knowledge. Yeah, we are. Okay. Those extra boys out of there. Does anyone have dud switches on their desk just lying around to fidget with when you're not? Dude, I have a whole drawer of them. All right, we need all this shit. If I have switches laying around, it's because I dropped them at some point during a build and forgot about them. Same. Clean my apartment and I find switches like behind my couch and stuff. behind my dog's bed. Okay. Boom, 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 boom. Bunch of milky gats just chilling on your desk for no reason. Feel you. Okay. I don't want to use the that one. I don't like the way that looks. I'm gonna do this. Do that one. And that one. Okay. I find switch films in my bedroom, and that's 10 paces away from my desk. I had a switch film on the ground in my kitchen a couple weeks ago. I was like, what the hell? What the hell? Keeps for all. Use mason jars for my switches and enjoy the way it looks. I use these. I've got a bunch of these. Works for keycaps and for switches. I like it for both. Got them from Omnitype. If I remember correctly. That's good. Yeah. Is it worth harvesting reds off of a K70 from a few years ago? I mean, that's up to you, my dude. If you like the way that those feel, definitely worth it. Definitely worth it. Ooh, boy howdy. Thank you, Thinker Tank. Appreciate the follow. Mason jars are a good idea. They do look aesthetically pleasing as well. All right, so we gotta get our LED in here. Okay, so these 3 standoffs. Can't remember one's. No, it's these ones, I think. Where's the little baby ones? These are for the dark. It's like this. What are those little ones for? Will a full GMK set fit in the Omni? Yeah, it will. It'll fit in the Omni type container. Those two for that. I don't remember what this was. I think these are extras. For other. Yeah, these are extras for plate and case. I'm big dumb. I'm big dumb. Okay. That is in. Let's get the daughter board. Can't remember how it attaches into here. So, like that. No, it's gotta be like that, right? Does it go like that? I don't remember. We'll try it this way. I know it just like rests. I'm not gonna lie. This is my only gripe with this board is that this is a dumb solution. For daughter board mounting. Like, they very easily could have made this screw really long and then put a threaded insert here. I think it goes like this. 'Cause it just sits there. Let me do the... Alright. Let's test it first. I think we might have some things off. Just because the way that the whatchamacallit is. Oh, T-tours. Work? Hey, there it is. Let's reset that. We good there? Good there. Good all the way across. Page up, page down, end. Good there. Arrows are good. Right shift is good. Bottom row's good. Control, Windows is good. Alt is good. Space is good. This is function, I believe. Yeah, function's good. And we are good to go. Okay. I think it goes like that. I may be wrong, and it might not line up perfectly. Right? Totally right. Okay. I need to get the screws in for the plate, at least a few. Just get out of there for right now. Get this plugged in. This LED. Where's my JST? All right. Get in the hole. Matrix Lab foam. What about the foam? How it pokes out? The foam, yeah, the foam just pokes out. Will it fit properly? That's how it goes, man. That's how it sits. That's how it is. That's how it's supposed to fit. The foam itself is larger than the actual PCB. Because it's a rubber, it's not like a actual foam itself. That's how it is. The only reason it's like that right there is because it's a little bit trapped. It's pushed in. See, if I pull it out, it's right there. But see, it's, and then there's blank space for where switches can be. You see that? That's why it moves around right there, because there's a hole there. See, it's like, it's not, that's how it's supposed to be. You feel me? There's like future iterations of the Noah could tweak everything to be a little bit better together. Well, I mean, you're not worried about this. Like, you actually probably want it to be on the outside, to go further outside the PCB, to be fair. I think Rama does a good job of fitting things together. Yeah, but the reason why their foam doesn't like peek out or anything is due to the fact that it's attached to the PCB on the mute plate. I mean, not PCB, attached to the plate. I mean, I think this is relatively normal. I mean, like, this doesn't move once it's installed. Like, it moves slightly like that, but it's not like I can turn it upside down and it's fine. So, oh, I should have put this back on before I did that. That was dumb of me. Those fat boy screws right there. It's okay. I will say, if they redo the Noah again, because this is the second revision, I would prefer if they used all Torx or all Phillips heads. I don't like the fact that it's Torx on the outside and Phillips head on the inside. That is a big pet peeve. I get it, screws are expensive. But, come on, man. Come on. Okay, chat. Let's clean up a little bit. Get all these spare parts away. I'm gonna swap desk mats. You wanna see what the LED looks like? May not be on. There it is. Skadoosh. All right. right, chat. We got ourselves a fresh new desk mat. Man, L Spider Monkey, I don't want to be famous. I'm sorry, man. You're banned. All right. Got our fancy Sumi desk mat. Rip, we hardly know you. Rama is amazing, but they have no internal. I mean, internal cable channels are kind of not necessary, to be honest. Like, dude, this plate's freaking out my camera. Let's get some caps on here. We're gonna go basic today. We're gonna go classy. We're gonna go clean. We're gonna go GMK minimal. I haven't used this set in forever, but I like it. It's my only set with like actual text, like full text mods. So I do have to go through the caps because I didn't like have a chance to properly get everything out earlier. Bad bot. True, bad bot. I know people are probably excited for minimal because it'll be shipping soon. Is that that might be the right shift. Minimal 2 ran last year. Should be shipping soon, I think. Don't quote me on that. I don't actually know. Can't go wrong with the classic, like, minimal. If you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm putting aside all of the caps that I don't necessarily need. See, that looks off. What does that look off? Or is it just... No? Just how it is. Weird. Would love to see a rerun of GMK Honeywell. Didn't they just run GMK Honeywell Bold like last month? That would have been a good one to get in on. Doesn't Originative run that set? Yeah. I would check out Originative. GMK Deepwell is on their calendar. Nice. CB OP. It's essay profile. I'm after cherry profile. Unfortunate. I'm not sure, man. I will say the modifier keys on this are going to be significantly louder than the alphas. Just kind of how it goes, though. Just kind of how it goes. I think we go black. Oh, do I have anything like that? We're gonna go oh no. Oh no cap. Mikaji, thank you. Web dev freak, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. Welcome to the stream. That's the right delete key. 4. ZXCBB. Tilda, we don't have that. You don't get to go here, bud. HJ. Dude, it looks so good, right? What keycap set are you going to put on this guy? I figure out those here in a bit. GMK Ishtar. Nice. That should look good. Should look very good. Return. Man, I forgot how much I really do enjoy minimal. I have not used minimal in quite some time. Man, does it... I mean, obviously it's super like classy looking, super clean looking. Can't go wrong with it, but I think the text mods just look really good. Shipping in a couple days. Nice. Hell yeah. Missing just a couple more keys here. And then we can figure out our row. It's crazy how long time order parts finish. Just kind of how it goes, man. Unfortunately. G. Okay. Statistically, that had to be Y. All right. So it's page up, page down. Gotta get our rows right. It's not that one. It's not that one. I think it might be this one. I think this one. I think that's right. Did we get it right, chat? We did. We did. Look at that. So yeah. Put all these caps up. This is the Matrix Noah. We got a cap hiding under here. Samurai Stirs just spamming the cool cat. Guppy Vo. Yeah, it is. Oof. All right, let's just take a look. There we go. There we go. It's a little bright on my screen. I don't know if it's bright for y'all. Let me look. No, looks good. What's funny is with how much like rotation there is on Holy Pandas. All right. Minimal on a blackboard can never go wrong. Yeah, look at there's the butt. There's the butt. There's the front. There's your top. Man, I will say this does look pretty good. You know, let's get in there. Let's get in there. Let's get down. Let's get close. Let's get up close and personal with her. Do you want to hear it? Because I want you to hear it. Let's hear it. I think it sounds pretty dang good. Yeah, I think it sounds really good actually. I'm really happy with it. Is there foam in this? Just the plate foam. Not the whatchamacallit. No, like case foam or anything. Yeah, spacebar stabs all sound really good. That was a good call to spend some extra time on those guys to get them nice and sexy sounding. I like the clack, but it was a bit muted. Should always take those with a grain of salt. A little bit of... It's funny how much stem movement there is in Woolly Pandas. So much stem wobble. Well, I enjoyed that. Camera's freaking out. Let's just do this. All right, there we go. There we go. Yeah, it's super happy with how it turned out. I think it looks great. Sounds really good. You can plug it in. Really enjoying your stream. Well, thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. Thanks everyone for stopping by. Got this in here. I don't know if this is an issue with all of them, but for whatever reason, this specific LED on both matrices that I've built doesn't like the color green. So I'm not sure about that. There we go. I fixed it. Can't really see it. But yeah, there she is. The Matrix Lab Noah. Again, quick shout out to our sponsors, Omnitype, mechsondeck.omnitype.com. Head on over there to pick up GMK Norse running for the rest of the month. mechsondeck.project.link. Project Keyboard is selling GMK Astral all month long. And then, of course, canonkeys.com/mechsondeck. Get yourself ePBT Aesthetic $79 base kit. You can't go wrong. They're also selling DSA 1930 as well as GMK Fuji. Definitely check those out. And then last but not least, our partners, Zap Cables. This beautiful cable you're seeing on the screen right here, that's provided by Zap Cables. They make awesome cables. You can get a gold JSD, or not JSD, a gold aviator connector. Excuse me. So definitely check them out. And then Type Beast, go to typebia.st. They are currently running Mech Madness 21. You want to go and follow Mech Madness 21. You want to follow Mech Madness on Instagram. Get your votes in. If you didn't get your bracket in, you can still be a part of the game by voting and helping everyone out, giving your opinions of what are the best boards and the best keycap sets this year. And then last but not least, Smith Rune. Go to smithrune.com. Check out their new merch they've got and be on the lookout. More irons are running soon. The Iron 165 SE just wrapped up, but they will be running the polycarbonates as well as some other stuff coming up. And the Iron 180 should be coming out soon. So check that out. And then let's see, who are we hosting? Who is on right now? Who can we send you to? My brackets are so busted. I think the Mechs on Deck bracket is pretty trash right now too. Danny Pop Designs. Let's see. Building an Absinthe. Put my headset on. I'm down. Let's do it. Let's raid Miss Danny Pop. Oops. Not used to full backspace. Raid Miss Danny Pop Designs. Appreciate the recommendation, Mr. DD Decline. Again, come hang out with Chewy and myself. We're going to be back live here at 8 p.m. Central on Tuesday, going over what's happening in the community, what's going on, as well as finishing up Keyboard of the Week for the month. So yeah, so come hang out with us Tuesday, and then Wednesday at 8 p.m. Central again, come hanging out. So I appreciate each and every one of you for stopping by and hanging out. And thanks again, Trap Tamagotchi, for letting me build this for you. I'm excited for you to get this and love it and enjoy it for many years to come. Go say hi and what up to Miss Danny Pop Designs. And we will see you again on Tuesday. Bye now.